Okay, I'm Bob Wood. I own and operate Dawson Shoe Repair. My dad was a shoe repairman before me. My grandfather was a shoe repairman before him. We moved to Columbia in 1956. My dad came to Columbia in 1956 with a wife, three sons, I being the oldest. And he had $3 in his pocket. And convinced the gentleman that owned Dawson Shoe Repair to take a risk with Dad. So the gentleman took the risk with Dad. And Dad turned Dawson Shoe Repair around from a losing proposition to a winning proposition. Dad retired in 1990. I took over ownership in 1990 from him when he retired. And of course, I'd been working with Dad, long before that, when I was beginning to, show a sign that, I wanted to be in the shoe repair trade. My grandfather and my dad were trying to push me out of here, and I said, why? She said, well, they saw you wanted to be a shoe repairman, and they wanted better things for you, as their grandson as their son. And I said, didn't they realize that I idolized both of them? That I loved being around both of them, and so part of the reason why I was in here, was I saw the hours that they were working, and if I could take some of the pressure off of them, then what grandson doesn't enjoy doing that? What son doesn't enjoy doing that? And I have the unique privilege of of being able to say that I worked with my grandfather and my dad. Dad said that he was going to turn the when we went up to the bank and the attorney, Dad said he's just going to turn the shop over to me. Now I have two brothers that are very insanely jealous that that I took over ownership from Dad. I got something for nothing, basically, well, and so to speak, I guess I did, but and not so many words either, because I worked for it, I'd worked all those years beforehand,